Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, these are my 2 pieces of sea bass. I am now going to score or cut. Right, this is my Santoku Japanese knife. I'm absolutely terrified of it because I'm scared I'm going to cut my hand off, but it's so sharp that it's the perfect thing for cutting into fish. I'm going to put these under here. I will now put the pan up in the Ooni Pro to get that hot, and then as soon as that's hot, I'm going to put these in the roasting pan. There you are. That's what I want. Keep it really close to the door. That's going to warm up now. I'll put the door back on to get that to warm up. So I'm going to get the fish now and put it in the pan once it's warmed. It'll take a few minutes. Okay, so I think my tray's hot enough. Got some olive oil that's suitable for cooking. So I'm just going to pour some of that in. Right, okay. I'm just going to wait for that to cook now until just a few minutes really of cooking, and that should be done. I don't know whether to put the door on. I think I'm going to just rather see it cook and then turn it round. But I have really cooked those potatoes. They're pretty much cooked. They're just getting a nice little brown. I don't like potatoes that are hard. So I think I'm going to turn this round in a minute. I can see that the skin is coming up pretty nicely at the front there. I'm going to turn this round. I'm going to turn it more towards a bit further down. I like this pan. It's low and I can see the meat, the food cooking in it, and it's easy to move with my leather glove. I will be making a fish dish in the Della Vita wood-fired oven as well. Or a meat dish, I'm not sure. Might do a chicken dish. I think I'll do a chicken dish in the Della Vita. You can see that's cooking nicely. Just going to move it around one more time and then make sure all sides are cooked. I think that should be done. I'm going to pull this out now. Checking the meat under there. You can see that it is white all the way through. Really looking forward to trying this. See how it's cooked. Well, I know that some of you will cook it off the bone, but I prefer it like this without bones. Yum. So if you're on a low carb diet and fancy making some fish in your pizza oven, then yeah, give it a go. It's really tasty and so fast as well. I'm going to make another one now in the Koda and see if there's a difference between the two. I'm really fussy with fish. I don't like rubbery fish. It has to be really tender and just like fall apart. This is fish that I bought frozen and defrosted overnight in the fridge, and it's still beautifully falling apart like this, and it's melted in your mouth. So it's not even fresh fish, and it's done this. So very good, very tasty. I'll save that one for my tea and eat the rest of this. But I'm going to have a go now in the Koda and see what the cook is like. I did notice I didn't have much of a flame on my, well, I had a flame in the Pro, but it wasn't like a huge strong flame, so it hasn't really crisped up the skin as much. I think if I'd put another log on just before it went in, I think I would have had the crispier skin, but the cook itself is just perfect, so I wouldn't want to damage the actual meat by crunching up the skin. So it's that balance of not ruining one to get the other that I need to work on. Anyway, let's go and make this in the Koda. It's been on full for about 5 minutes and I've turned it down to low. Let me just check I have turned it down to low. Yeah, it's on low. So now I'm going to put my pan in and get that warmed up. Ooh, that just fits. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna just leave that warm up now for the next few minutes, and then I'll go and put my fish in it. I'm gonna season this fish now. And I'm going to rub with a little bit of oil before it goes into the oven. And I've also learnt from the last one in that I use this cooking olive oil, so I'm just going to put that underneath the fish as well. get it on the bottom of the fish. So lesson learned there from that experience is now I'm putting the oil here under the fish. Lovely olive oil, that's for cooking, into the fish, and I've got all the fish ready now. I'm going to do a little squirt of lemon on top now as well. Seasoned the fish, I've got all the fish ready there. I've got to get this hot pan out now and then put the fish in. So that's the most difficult part actually, because it's finding somewhere to put the hot pan down as you put your fish in. I've got more of a flame here in the back. I think I'm going to just turn it down a little bit more to low. I'm going to have burnt fish, I think. Let's pull it out a little second just to see how it's going. Yeah, that's cooking. Right, I've turned the coder right down. Maybe pull it out a little bit. And very nicely. I think I'm going to turn it round. Okay, that was hot. Just to warn you, turning it around with these gloves is hard. You need like I think you need something more than these to turn, because it's really hot. Kind of lasts a few seconds and then you gotta put it down. Like a handle, skillet pan handle or something would be good, I think. Cooking nicely in there. So the oven is on low, as low as it can go. I think, check. Oh. I think that's done. I'm going to take that out. Just get my glove ready for the very fast take out and put down. Let's try this. From my experience of cooking in the Koda, it was a lot quicker to do. And putting all the salt and pepper and oil on the actual fish rather than the pan is also much easier to do as well, because it's hot enough dealing with that pan without having to try and pour oil and stuff on it at the same time. It's just making too many process problems for me. But oh, nice. The cook is the same. Can't taste any difference from the Koda and the Pro. Tastes the same. Beautiful, lovely, flaky. Yum. Again, it's the same fish, frozen, and I defrosted it overnight. I got that because I couldn't turn it right down. So with the wood, at least you can get it to like a grey heat with no flame, and it sort of just gives that lovely cook without burning your food. But this didn't burn it, it's cooked it beautifully. It was just, I think, a bit hotter. I'll gosh, can't pick it up. It was a bit hotter at the back where the flame is. I'm gonna try it because I like that bit. Yeah. I do buy a lot of fresh fish and I fry it very quickly in olive oil, not for long, and it's really tender. And this has come out the same. It's really tender and it's just really nice. I mean, the skin, if you like eating skin, it's got a nice crispy top to it. I think maybe it was just closer to the flame that it got that. I thought I was gonna have like a really crinkly cook because there was a flame in the Koda. There was less of a flame in the Pro, but that didn't do it either. So I don't know what a mess I've made. And with the lemon in it, it's just given it a little delicate flavouring where the lemon was touching it. I can't really taste any of the lemon drizzle I put on top of the skin really. On a meal, I just squirt some extra fresh lemon on top to get more of a lemony taste. If I'm comparing the two, I'd say they're the same. There's no taste difference. Obviously the Koda is a lot easier to set up, so it probably took me a third of the time to do all of it than it did with the Pro. Maybe you should put more of a flame if you want to get that skin cook in the wood-fired Pro. That's something I'll work on. But for the meat, the consistency and texture of the meat, I'm going to say there's absolutely no difference for me in the taste, and I've just tasted them both one after the other. I just wanted to find that out for myself because if I was looking to buy a gas or a wood-fired oven and I wanted to know about the flavours, unless my taste buds have gone, I really can't taste the difference. And maybe it's in the skin, but to be honest, both of the skins cooked the same, and maybe with more of a flame in the Pro, you might get a bit more crust skin flavour. If you just want a quick, fast, sharp meal, then obviously it's easier to do in the Koda because it's really fast. The Pro took me a lot longer to set it up. So I just wanted to let you know, if you are interested in cooking fish in your oven, or you're thinking of buying an oven and you want to see what else it can do, I hope this has been helpful. And I am going to eat all this, even though it's an absolute mess. This is going to be for tea. Yeah, very nice.